Thomas, you can listen radio.
Yes, I dey lis ten radio. And all wetin I dey lis ten, no get aid, no get till. Government just dey do all wetin e fit for do na the country. Corruption dey all side. For layman get irration sef. Na work and the brother no wan give account of wetin they dey do.
Not to so it dey be again. Not to like the way the government they hide for do anything. Now the people they want for know wetin dey happen at the government and they eager for take part for national activity. The government of Salon forbid the people government and they not for afraid for opening gates to the people. Thomas, you don't hear about OGP, Open Government Partnership?
No, na OGI I don hear about. Open Government Initiative.
Well, now OGI gets for implement OGP na Salon, but now the Salon government they bring OGP come na the country for can help them for govern better one and make sure say transparency, accountability, integrity, they all side per governance.
Who side the tie cow na they eat grass?
Left that talk day. It don't tell let the people they know how much the government they give for run the ministry, department and agency. People therefore know how the contractor then they manage the budget money where the government they give for benefits the people for maintain and report any kishi to police and anti-corruption.
So you want let me go ask me brigadier how much government they give for run 34 hospital?
We realize say open government partnership OGP the benefit to country must tell me.
Whose benefits?
1. Unity na strength. 63 and a better pass 1. 63 country and 63 civil society worldwide don't come together under OGP.
And that's going to make we national OGP go stronger because they don't join in and commit for help with government, for provide we with more than tools and expertise for implement we national agenda. For example, agenda for prosperity.
Santigi, take the letter also. Go get the councillor, the chief, and Yabon Pose. Tell them say the government of Salon don't bring our OGP in the country and then get one very important meeting for go talk about OGP and how it go benefit we the country. 2013 now we Salon send we registration letter and 2014 now we go join. As I they talk to you so government don't put the OGP steering committee in place. They don't invite 17 government people and 17 civil society there for see that the action plan ready and the application succeed.
Pana so meeting inside office.
No, the steering committee no go just sit down one place. They do all things to themselves. Right now, the steering committee they go na the provinces for go sensitize with local people on the step the way Salon get for take for become member of the OGP and how.
Well, family, good morning. We want to welcome you to on our program FedLink, the program where they come always on Sunday 8:15. And of course, you get much more information on this program because with the link, we sister station them all about the country. If you dey Tonkolili, you will forget we Bo, Bont, Pujan, Makeni, Moyamba, Cambia, Kenema, Kailau, Guanadugu, Putloko, Makeni, and even Kono, you will forget we. If you dey Self Waterloo, you will get we inside Freetown. You will get in SLBC FM and other FM station them. But if you want to be part of the program, make sure say you send your text message to 076-470-400 so you will be part of the program. And this is Federation Link with me, Anna, Jimmy,
Family, good morning.
Theophilus Gwenda.
Family, unado.
Well, as usual, looking at your news brief.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. As we don't do the past week's term, we dey go through the Open Government Partnership action plan, the NAP2, as we can call them. It gets 10 commitments and 41 milestones then. So we don't go 1 year into implementation. But I will just go over the 10 commitments there. So the first one na on gender, sexual violence. The second one na foreign aid transparency. The third one na waste management. The fourth one, fiscal transparency and open budgets. The fifth one na audit reports, where they tell we say the recommendations then from the audit reports for 2014-2015. The sixth one na on climate change. The seventh one na elections, where as on all know we dey approach elections, so we get a commitment we go show say the elections more transparent and the people and be accountable. Then the 8th one na on records management, the 9th one na access to justice, and the 10th commitments na open contracting. We all know say the open government partnership na it comprised of 75 participating countries there all over the world, and na countries that we committed to governance reforms and innovation, and then they subscribe. And they just grab and subscribe so you for don't pass a certain criteria when our fiscal transparency, citizens engagement, and asset declaration, then right to access information. These are the criteria where any country will get for pass. If you don't meet them criteria, then they before you able for subscribe for being member of the open government partnership. So when you don't get the commitments them, you get for they do consultations with the people them, so they know how far we don't go on implementation. And 1 year into implementation, you get for do a self-assessment. 1 year into that, you do a midterm self-assessment. This now for tell you how far we don't go into implementation as a government. When governments they implement, the civil society they monitor. So now that make them get a steering committee we comprise of both government and civil society. So whilst government they implement, the civil society they ensure say they monitor the process, and together then put a reports we go show say now yeah as governments they don't reach in terms of implementation, and they submit them to the support units na the US. And this time around we get for submit them by the 30th of September. These reports for already. As a country, we for don't do a self-assessment. Let we see how far we don't go into implementation. And when we don't do that, you get for the US they send a researcher, independent researcher, we go come, let people then can verify. Say now yeah, so the steering committee say governments don't reach. Waiting people then say, so then we get for talk to all the one then concerned for ensure say waiting in that report say now really usai Salon don't reach as a country. Well, on the OGP na that. On the social accountability, we get I know say we get this project so they work on the social accountability where they take calls them from the 644 toll-free line. Where the thematic areas the way we they deal with na electricity, water resource, waste management, and the telecommunications. And yesterday during the have your say, nothing the way we go over as much as we go over the action plan, and we also get other things the way we discuss. You and Miss yesterday, you can go on the website, you go watch a repeat of the program yesterday. But on the social accountability, we still get calls them on water side, and the way people they get water, even the electricity self, people and the way this meter issue. Some people and this old meter where then they change from where they don't the meter don't go out of commission, they're not able to get new meter aids. So we just take out it again, so the one they concern make them know say people and there we still need the meters them. And also waste management, the dirty na the streets. Iboku, especially this rainy season. People and they call and complain and say especially this rainy season we go lead to flooding and boko that thing then sick them. Then the telecom self we rob much small yesterday based on the calls and they can and say somebody they sit down here you say they dial a number, but then they go through. They say the person phone they off. So we be the talk say NASCOM when the regulatory body for make sure say they look into all them concerns there. So Dan, if I can stop here for now. Now that's we done they do this past week.
All right, thank you very much. Over to you, Theophilus Benda.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Hannah. Of course, we'll go straight away. One Christmas na old school, or where we get a place na old school. It get a room there, and all man of us say it did it, but they be the tolerate and they kidnap one mommy, about 70-year-old mommy. go to inside this room here, he sexually assault them several times, and then old mommy. So the mommy be kind of go into coma. So if he say even when they go arrest them, he accept say yes, he go after the mommy sexually, and then he said the mommy make like say they die, so he help her for die quick by cutting off a neck in throat. Take knife, cut the mommy in throat. You know, the mommy dey inside that room there, he push them in a corner. Say again. About 4 days, when we begin smell or so before they take notices something will happen. So then go try for go into a room, agree, pass the call policeman them. Where policeman they go then now they go discover say somebody 9 die inside there and caught in throats. Now serious issue, and they say this case might be don't kill 2 other people than before. This 9 make 3 people away don't kill. And this brings me to a report where we begin some 2 months ago for say one other Christmas na Kuto Road area where they call Soldier for short, and I nickname that but they call him Prince. A go le don one woman in veranda. The man they left for go walk, so he tell and say paddy, I want lock me place so left for go. He pull knife inside a bag, stab the man in chest and kill him. This happened just over 2 months ago. Then there's I see that same Christmas in the streets. It go up and down. And it's a serious situation where we talk about people who care for protect life and property. If the law say for kill, and even if you case, you kill, and they left you back for can on the streets, which means they left you for can kill other person else. The law make a bit talk do the terror with the give analysis on that for say such a man for be eliminated, either medically or whatever. But enough though, they not forever see him again. Na street they work up and down. It's an insult to the family where affected to the belief family. It's an open provocation. Imagine this way do happen now. This man be don't kill 2 people them. That the incident na Hill Station old school. If you don't kill 2 people them before now, you don't can kill other person back. He admits say yes, now make kill the person. So it's a serious situation. I can only hope that kind of man will not go see him back in the streets. Then Sierra Leoneans they get the habit of absconding, where they get the opportunity for left the shores of Salon for go park competitions or whatever. This happened to 2 Sierra Leoneans, the young Sierra Leoneans, the one a journalist named Florence Haja Amara, and the other one in Fode Kalon, athlete. They go up a competition. At the closing ceremony, they're able to secure them, passports them from the one where they keep the passport, because normally because of the running away of the people there, they can seize the passport the way they go overseas. So they'll be able to convince the person who hold the passports, and then they abscond. The lie said that they go take money in a MoneyGram. All of a sudden, they escape in Bahamas. And this don't be a very serious embarrassment. We're going to make difficult next time for give visa to Sierra Leoneans them, where they go they can give the day, or even if that they will make strong regulations for make sure say they're not run away. Then not only that, one government employee, Natonko Lili, in the work for the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, instead go with a delegation for go do a course in Japan, a abscond. Government employee, imagine. Then person will go for Fenfenam, they see them and they don't cut them back. It's a big embarrassment to the country. Then, of course, last week we talked about Goma Valley, and Mama for say bravo to them, because I think this kind of move is a great move. If NDS they owe them over 20 billion, then the question is how they expect say the people are able to operate effectively. So I think me personally support the massive disconnection of MDS the way they go on now, and I hope Goma go do their best for make sure no stone is left unturned. Otherwise, they're not going to send the right message. Then of course, EDSA subscribers then they cry foul because they find it difficult for recharge their meters so that they will able to get light. and this don't be a very serious embarrassment. We can only hope that the people that were responsible go handle this as soon as possible. But if you go na electricity house or you go na the Lumley sales point, you go see people then queue, and it's not good for them. Then the Hajj 2007 Hajj, they come soon. Salon hope for send about 800 people them for go perform this year's Hajj, and the fee were involved now $5,000 United States dollars. $5,000 United States dollars. Where if you turn that into leons, it will give you something above 30 million or so. And now it'll be the same for last year. And government not announce it any scholarship for any people them this time around, because normally every year the president can give scholarship to people them, especially imams them across the country, for let them go perform the Hajj, and people that were not able to get the resources for go. So the first batch for left Salon around the 21st of August, and the deadline for the payment of this $5,000 na the 4th of August. Well, we got two sad news. One relates to a woman, when a civil servant, Madam Alice Lucy Kande, we go to China with a 30-man delegation for go a course. This Sumaya health deteriorate rapidly, whilst they inside China now, but the day on board another flight, they go to the destination where the seminar for take place. They die. And now an unfortunate situation, because this is now a prominent civil servant where go get more knowledge and come back for serve the nation, but unfortunately it died. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Then the other one are the paramount chief of Loko Masama Chiefdom, Paramount Chief Lamina Angbator, where the landlord they can say that it don't fall seriously ill. It don't sick bad one. But in we look at in we ordinary language, we can say he pass away. Now be a very active young man, and now be a good man as well. And we can always say that may his soul rest in perfect peace. But in that come just when they try for the amalgamate in chiefdom, local Masama chiefdom may do investigation. There is no history of amalgamation. You cannot de-amalgamate where there was no amalgamation. But anyway, and they don't go ahead for do that now. So you will say the die is cast. Then the government of Sierra Leone, through with support from DFID through UNFPA, they construct two massive hospitals. One na Kinema Road, where go get 100 beds, and the other one go na the Kisi area, where instead go get 100 bedroom. For say there two hospitals there, they cater for vast communities, and the communities that they go every day, so pressure day on them. So there was need for let them go increase the capacity in terms of the admission capacity, in terms of test ability and all of that. So DFID be provide fund for let them do them two massive hospitals there, and not just a way for strengthening the health sector. And this is now part of the lessons learned from the Ebola, where we'll be there in the bad situation for tackle the virus. Then on Friday, then celebrate World Hepatitis Day, where hepatitis is a very serious sickness where they kill people them around the world. But here in Salon and in another part of Africa, their own situation was because there is no structure for handle hepatitis, and people are dying. Lastly, then most I talk about the fact say WAEC release the provisional results for the WASC where they be just sit recently, and 10 schools do very, very well, and I will call them St. Edward's, Bow School, Boys High School, St. Joseph, Sierra Leone Grammar School, Prince of Wales, Annie Walsh Memorial School, Amadia School na Kisi, Government Kokel, and Government School within Kintom. the name not actually show up clearly, but they just say Government Kingdom School. So then do very, very well. I want to say congratulations to them. We'll go talk more on this. Dan?
It's okay. Thank you very much, Theophilus. Well, family, I don't get the news briefs, and as usual, we can normally try to go around and able to get some of who bother them. They on standby for Giwi report as to what's in the happen in and around the country. Well, we want for first of all try Cambia and want to talk to Sister Asata. We go try for Giwi report as to what's in the happen the Cambia area. We try for reach Asata now and for make it tell you exactly what's in the happen. This is Federation Link. In case you want to be part of the program, make sure you send your text message to 076-470-400 so that you will be able to be part of the program. Because Federation Link always, as we can tell now, with the link with sister station all over the country. We want for reach. Well, it look like say a little bit difficult for reach Asata, but don't try Abubakar na put local, and maybe we will forget Abubakar and put local. Still, they get some some problem, but all the same, make we try for reach Patrick na Bonth. We will try for reach Connor, sorry, Patrick na Connor, for make he go give you what's exactly the happen day, because Connor people they say this program actually, and one Connor indigene, the other one married anyway, but we will go Connor and talk to Patrick. For the Patrick tell you exactly what's happening in Connor districts. Well, Foundation Link, always with the link with sister station them all about. And it look like say Bomba until this morning. Yeah, okay, alright, okay.
Them. We don't talk about the Sierra Leone Football Association. For say they're not be able for the stakeholders, they're not be able for do them Congress because FIFA tell them say they for put her on hold until they do what they call integrity check. Well, the latest update now that FIFA go send a task force to Sierra Leone by first week August for conduct the integrity check and do some other investigations around things, and then by the end of the work, then go give SLAFA advice as to when for go ahead with the Congress, and the term of office for the current SLAFA president for done inside August, and so holding an election for elect a new executive very, very important. And Dan, you want for go on or go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, very good. Yes, a group of workers them will be the work with a company where they call USP&E, when a United States Power and Environment, when I be a subcontractor company working under Timis company and Nalunsa. Them bigger for redundant them because the company be they do bad in terms of generating revenues. So the workers then they redundant them and they not be paid them end of service benefits. So now they're going to cut rule in their favor. The company forgive them $250,000. Then for them 40. And okay, go on.
Okay. Please, I'll join you back. Yes. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Hannah, and you.
Yeah. What's happening there? Yeah.
Inside the Ministry of Education, we get support from World Bank, they train about 367 teachers inside Bond districts. According to the Deputy Director of Education, Mohamed Kamara, we traditionally begin from me too. Tell me say the training we organize that for many assist and for many teachers they gain, many acquire knowledge and help them so that they will improve on their skills, especially reading for the beginning where they just enter their primary school, that is classes 1 to class 4. Because the category of teachers where they train at this time when they train at UU teachers. The deputy director said the training is purely focused on teachers teaching where they teach class 1 and 4. They said the training, it gets a lot of resourceful materials. After the training, they get for given, they go get basic skills, and they get for given materials. With the materials, and they get reading, they get poems, they get simple sentences. Where it will also help the beginning for many also be part of the role play during the time of their teaching at the classroom. I said because a lot of teachers now up to now enter teaching colleges to improve on their skills, methodology how to teach. Therefore, government are necessary for making bring training for helping teachers to facilitate them so that after when school get for open, the teachers get a lot when they will pass on to the beginning. The deputy director began for say inside Bond district they get a total number of 22 facilitators. Then they help for assist this particular training. Some them bring them from other areas, but it said the majority of them are Bond district and take them. When are teachers where they in a classroom, they na secondary school. Then they help them teachers for men they actually pass on the knowledge. So then the deputy director they also get for say. They say when they don't look at and they assess Bond districts, they find out say teachers, most of the areas like Dema when I have to reach area, they say only one teacher where they will qualify, and even the teacher will qualify, what they on payroll. So therefore the people they look at and say if only government want to make it improve on quality education in the country, especially about districts, they will try to make it put their structures in place. For making put up infrastructural development, able also for improve on bringing teachers on board, for making teachers that they receive salary. They say because it will be frustrating, people they say it will be frustrating if a teacher they teach in a classroom at the end of the month where they're not able to receive anything where it will take home. They say in fact that the people they say that will able that they even improve and they promote bribery because teachers them will collect money from Pekin where they're not supposed to collect when are illegal. Demand from the beginning. So there's a government for trying to put their structures in place because they're glad for the kind of quality education government want really for put in place because they don't say education don't they down the drain. So if government is trying to put their systems in place, they're also ready for make them put hand under for make the thing they come to reality. Facilitate the participants in the way they na the training grant. They say it is like a manna from heaven. Because the ministry don't look at and say most of the teachers they don't get knowledge, for teaching at the classroom. But now that when this training don't come, they say they don't give assurance to the government that after here, when they get from return back to their various schools, they will make sure say appropriately pass on that message to the Pekin. For Federation Link, Joseph Morrison Amara reporting.
Oh, it's okay. We're not in Joseph Morrison Amara. The reports from Bond District with the time for which we order sisters station them and with the time for which we sister station them all about, so we got some each this morning in terms of communicating. Because of course understand this bomber about this morning, but let's try for see if we go before get Alpha Laluba, and we go try for see if we able for get them make we able for reach you now, but the bomber still there. Yeah. Good morning Alpha. Good morning.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Federation Link.
Yes. So, what did Alpha, you get for ship small bit, then begin to make noise. What did
No, I
happen?
don't come on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did happen in Moamba district?
Yeah, my bad district one serious concern that these few days. And, say, we're not saying it's gradually approaching, and the next they don't go around, they don't do the implementation, and they go all around the country for what is called validation, the validated document, and who say councillors, parliamentarians, and other senior stakeholders all were present to inform them that indeed that this is not true and that this therefore take place at the end of the day. What is therefore actually that document would have been done FFA or it's over and all men of acceptance, you don't quite get the way 2018 or maybe after because it therefore affect wars and constituency. But then in recent days we get rumors around for say you don't do some changes and the city parliamentarian then Honorable James Ali who did in a constituency 281 now constituency 096 alleged reporter we say you don't understand say next down do some adjustment and that adjustment affect in constituency very badly and to him he say you know take a likely and therefore move to next the office according to run the not able really attend to run for the purpose for which they go there. So when this allegation become able to contact the communication officer and that's about Masakoi and I host her for a very long time able to tell me say not to neck he say neck no desire for change anything you don't come present to the people and people don't agree they don't validate them they say the city honorable go back to a copy honorable the Okomo about this should become a six of them and then so I go ask them possibly now they get the right now they get the authority for change anything because they only go let the document in parliament waiting for parliament approval. So this argument comes first and two and therefore go back again to Honorable James Ali. He tell me say well aware say now in company parliament in company parliamentarian they don't do that change. He said but however whatsoever the case may be he go try for final appointment because I asked that if they desire for get meeting with them and know what him mean what this don't happen. So he promised for get meeting with them before Thursday because they tell Thursday they forgo and approve the Zoka document and parliament and if when they don't approve it become a document to be used for the country. But then this new norm be really aware especially with so many people there within the constituency, including 2 or 3 aspirants who want for contest for the parliamentary position. According to them, they say, Honorable Gisali, maybe he don't do much because regardless of BC, neither the chairman for the parliamentary caucus, Namayamba. So if for them, they something incompetent and see which will be the way forward. Until then, we wait for the talk meeting and see whether the allegation get for go through or whether it's just a mere check. For now, that is so for my body stage.
Thank you very much, Alpha Laluba. Alpha Laluba, of course, a report from waiting. It looked like say they tried this morning some mobile phones and they even woke. We'll try for go protocol and see if we go forget Abu Bakar. We don't try, but I think say the bomber and the woke this morning. So they're able to make this some of the mobile phones and they were able to make a call. And see, we did try. Okay. I don't know the you dey call number, they tell you say the number we they call it don't exist.
All right, fine.
Anyway, but we still dey try. We don't dey try this morning. Make a try Patrick again and try for see if we go for reach Patrick na corner. Because we don't dey try. Look like say the bomber and the work this morning because then we had the one for switch over. Still we able for get for go.
Hold on, Patrick.
Wait,
This not Patrick.
all right, okay. Well, we don't get Patrick. Yes, morning, Patrick.
Yeah, good morning, Darren. Good morning to the people of Sierra Leone.
Howdy morning.
Thank you. We get some issue now, Kono, presently. In August 2016, the National Electoral Commission, headed by the chairman, Fali Conte, became Kono. They meet them for present a draft copy of the boundary delimitation of constituency and wards, where the people they may get for access, how they be doing, they validate them, then they submit an parliament for ratification. Then this message on the council, the document where the Kono people they approve, send a parliament, not to the document they present. Like for example, the present constituency 027, where Honorable Eric Kwedioma they represent. According to NEC, in that draft copy, been done divide into two constituencies, which are 02 and 023. Then other areas in Bakwe, like for Tankoro Chiefdom, the whole of Tankoro Chiefdom are one constituency. Now, they don't bring like Nimiyama inside. So they don't bring confusion among the Kono people and the paramount chief. They say they don't go accept them today, they don't go accept them tomorrow. So then they call on His Excellency the President and Parliament for let them not approve the current one way in a Parliament because they don't put on exhibition for 21 days after 21 days before coming into law. I meet with the paramount chief of Banekando Chiefdom, Chief Bawa, Keletimani of Lake Chiefdom, the Council of Paramount Chiefs, the APC chairman for Kono District, the SFDP chairman for Kono District. They all don't show dismay over what they happen and that. Then they send a protest letter in a parliament for let the whole arrangement so then they don't validate, make it go through. Then they take it and say, NEC now a body will transparent and always they consult the people there. If such thing don't take place, at least Parliament for listen to NEC, we are then responsible for all electionary process in this country. Therefore listen to NEC, waiting NEC tell them, and waiting NEC don't agree with the people of Kono District. But not to waiting, then don't go look and change, waiting and we don't present to them. So it's like then they call for the Parliament. Look into that document there and go with the whole document with the Kono people that are there. If any changes that take place, therefore come back and consult the people there. So this is an issue we don't bring concern all over Kono District. You go now every corner, chiefs and the grumble, stakeholders and the grumble, people that the grumble, they say this.
Well, that's all bombastic. Anyway, so you're unable for get Patrick for end his story. This morning we got some hiccups actually. First of all, me not able for make a call, self. Anybody who I call, the tell me say I'm not able for reach the person. Interestingly, even for they send something self from the phone. Well, maybe you don't understand what happened this morning. You see, the identity how can you talk that if anything they go on, whether I work with him, the need for inform the people. Say so and so period, will they do this? So and so period, we get for do this, or it will affect you. But you know, they get the difficulty too. You know.
I know.
But they got the difficulty. Now this boundary delimitation don't begin count with small draw, Mayamba, and Kono, you know, all the area in there. And we feel to say just like that, we feel to say it's okay. Let me go put lock up quickly and let me talk to Abubakar. Good morning, Abubakar. Abubakar, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Daniel Mosire, good morning to Philos and Jimmy. As I recall, they presently inside the Biatidon, inside constituency 52, but the name don't change. But however, it will still remain for B constituency 52 because the new proportional and also for divide the district into two and put local internal headquarters and a city. But by and large, are they inside the constituency 52? That can find of the new.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, we don't know. Bomba.
So turn the mind for not charge well.
No. Network a problem. You know, therefore, don't inform people by text or whatever.
So it is.
If then they do work, maybe then they work because then they try for switch over. According to the information, they try for switch over. You know.
I will not know what's happening.
They for just they for inform we. See, yesterday. We in our area, when they want for hot lights, they inform we until we see yes.
How?
By text.
Most means they inform
by text.
Oh, by text. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes, then I think I forget that side. Theo, say the Minister of Energy.
Yeah.
He can do very well that side because all over WhatsApp I can see in public notice system. Like yesterday I see send the public notice where he say Western area for experience blackouts from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yesterday. The public notice they all over. Even not only yesterday, but other times the way you get power shortage in the Western any sign of return. You see something instead they pull public notice signed by him.
Okay.
Where they tell you say then they on so thing. So if you experience blackouts that side, now this not the issue.
Yes,
so I want for commander on that.
Yeah, but for me, I'm not thinking a favor of that actually.
No, it's not a favor, but how many they do them?
They're supposed to provide the.
No, they're supposed for do them.
They provide the service. So if they not provide them,
they're supposed to provide the service.
Tell me the point.
No, I'm not missing the point.
No, the point is that the fact that they communicate with the public say this is not the reason we make this they happen at this particular time.
Not enough.
No, enough. More than enough.
I see.
More than enough. Like me wake yesterday morning and not see lights. So I don't wonder because normally me they get lights. Then after 1 or 2 hours, I see like the public notice now a different WhatsApp. Then I know say this lights not there.
Areas the day where they're not able to take electricity too.
No, we're not to that to the same now. No,
so for me,
the thing is when once you supposed to get lights. Then because first time what may happen, light just they go. You don't know what's the problem.
Okay.
But then know the problem, then communicate and through WhatsApp for let the people and know say so time would they put the lights off because of this reason.
Okay.
I think say that ain't enough for let somebody know say we area not for light between this period.
Okay, it's okay.
I mean then you need for comment somebody.
Yeah, but
yes,
also
the question of getting lights the country, yes. It not all side the lights don't reach it,
it's okay,
but they make the effort for make it. But for the fact that they inform you now, water company no they do that. Ministry no. The ministry no proactive in that area for inform people about getting water. You know the essential things that we people need. You need water, you need light. The one in the very, very important. Okay. And everybody need the one in the very, very every day.
Yeah, they call them basic social amenities.
Basic.
Yeah, basic.
What would they say is that if people are not get information about in fact anything so far, the one way if they fix the traffic lights safe, if traffic lights get for distorts, let's say something get for happen, they need to inform people and say that traffic light will be by Congo course so it go for function like how it be not used to function. This that when you inform somebody they go don't know. See, you also need. We may get traffic light at this country, you know.
No, who's at the position? So who's at the position? You know, and the fact say you guys zebra right under the traffic light. I mean,
all right. I agree with you. I agree with
that's
you.
not standard enough.
In fact, the
not
whole
standard.
traffic
And the money where they spend is not commensurate to the service where they think they render.
The whole
so you
traffic
say we
light,
don't even need
it gets a mix-up actually around.
Very good. So you say, man. So do we need it? We need it, but not in the way where they install and so. That's what I'm saying. Efficiency.
Then the test. Then the test. So they need for see all the faults in it.
Okay, I see.
Then they rectify them.
I never noticed a test.
No, not test.
Okay, go on.
When they're on tests. Alright, we still try for.
You don't take the test, you know.
No, well, because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Even traffic lights been in this country.
Yeah, of course. Those days.
All right, fine. Yeah. And it been function
very well,
yeah. Effectively.
Exactly.
Well, make I tell you, after some time, when people have not lost the, you know, for begin think of traffic lights, when they introduce this one, some man don't even understand the difference between green and red.
Yeah.
If they see green, so it's still about, whether I for go or not.
Okay.
So all that you get from sensitized people, even you get from regular people like rarely know say traffic light in at this position, but the only thing we media against is that then get some mix up, more especially the one by U building, because when they give right for go into how you call Astite by
so that's what I'm saying. You don't need something that is not working well.
No, we need, the thing is, and I tell you, saying a test, they need for look all that and rectify that.
Okay.
So not say we don't need them.
I know what I say is that we don't need something that is not working well.
No, yes. We don't need something that work well, right? But anything we in a test, like pilot,
it's okay, no problem.
You go for try for see they will rectify that.
Okay.
Anyway, Anna, you get any some text we don't come?
Yes. This one say, good morning SLBC and presenters. From your backdrop of events of last week, much has not yet been done to control the mentally disabled. From Abu M. Jallo, Yile, the epicenter of Sierra Leone. This other one say, Mr. Daniel, let me tell you, Moyamba Local Council have no benefits for the people of Sierra Leone. The workers only profit themselves from AKK na Bangbatso. This other one say, hello Federation Link. We, the citizens of Mama Salon, especially me, is eager to know the politician behind the brutal murder of a 13-year-old virgin girl in Kono, as in documentary over morning coffee program. He say Alpha Amaduba in his documentary play on morning coffee promised us, we the listener, to unfold the politician behind the ritual killing. Please, SLBC staff, don't cover this wicked politician. For Musa Kamara na Kande Town, Bo. This other one say, OGI, what is the present status of the National Ambulance Service, which drivers and paramedics had been trained for months ago? I shed tears yesterday for one pregnant woman in serious labor on top of a commercial motorbike along the Mabansongo Road in the name of a medical referral. The Minister of Health and Sanitation needs to update the nation about the current status of the ambulance service. From Political Blangona Moyamba District. This other one say, Sierra Leoneans should stop disgracing the country in another man's land by absconding to seek greener pasture. From Mixing Chamber, Fabina, best at Waterloo. This one say, that most when the austerity measure go down. This other one say, it's really hard to see your loved ones die in that pathetic way from those insane men. I'm appealing to the authorities concerned to handle it for further occurrence. My sympathy to the family. From Mohammed Unisa Kaloko in Kenema. This other one say, from Pizza Jar, Nabo City, that crazy man must be killed because he has killed more than 2 people and went snow-free. This other one say, government should not allow mad people on the street. They are harmful. From Pastor Jabati na Rotufung. This other one say, Benda, you see the problem? The government's way for providing them, they deprive you from a basic needs, like the heavy water debt with Goma, from Mr. M.F. Fofana na Bo. This other one say, the police should arrest the neighbors where the madman killed an old woman. From Kakana Maboka. He say again, is SLFA dead or alive? Then he also say NASCOM need for do more. This other one say he say all along NASCOM is planning to take action against those network for poor and expensive services. I wonder when it will come to reality. From Gypsy Double Up na McKinney. This other one say Federation Link, was the management of Old School aware of the existence of the madman that was residing at Old School complex before he killed the woman? If yes, then it would have been better on their part to remove the madman from the Old School complex. The madman should go through due process of the law like any sane person. From the Messiah, Jerusalem Avenue, Bo City. This one say that crazy murderer should be eliminated. Why should he be allowed to be killing peaceful and useful citizens? My condolence goes to the bereaved family of the old woman. May her soul rest in peace. For Mr. T of Makombo. This other one say, Federation Link, this issue of mad people killing meaningful Sierra Leoneans in Freetown needs to be quickly addressed by security apparatus. Before this ugly scenario continue, I'm suggesting to Papa government and other authorities to find location for these mad people than seeing them taking the streets of Freetown and disturb peace of other peaceful Sierra Leoneans from come down fresh now. McKinney. But I tell the issue of these mad people killing innocent people is a serious concern. Mad people should be at the mental home. Look how they are killing innocent Sierra Leoneans. But I tell Elias more fire, thanks for the updates. I know you have more issue, but the time is limited. From Umar Bundu at DPI Water. This one say for Mohammed Tennessee Nabo, this boundary limitation around the country, plenty people don't happy, but we blame the MPs. Then he say again, Dr. Alpha Uri, former Minister of Education, there are lots of training for teachers and free education for all external exams. This one say Federation Link, una thank you for the good work. Do your bad things then they happen done Dangote cement plants water key concerning the workman them. No safety, no medical, no overtime. Workers work more than 12 hours every day. All tech or non-tech workers are on casual for more than 6 months now, etc. So do ya on a rich day and save poor souls because workers are like slaves from concerned worker. This other one say, he say Dr. Naim should try to take care of his people. The crazy man should be at mental home. Then finally, this other one say, Federation Link, this issue of mad people killing meaningful Sierra Leoneans need to be addressed by security apparatus. I think Dan will don't go through the messages.
Well, okay, we not get better time, but I think it's a lot of time for round up. Theo, you get any?
Oh, yes, so much. Of course, this boundary delimitation thing, maybe don't they make a comment on them for say, it go best for let them put into effect after this election where they come. But I think to say they are going on with it because of political gains, I must say, not necessarily in the best interest of the country. Then, of course, somebody asked whether the old school management know whether that case might be done. Yes, of course, they will know because they did it for some time. But I mean, maybe they not be know the kind of post will be, and they not be know for say because the kind of havoc they did. Then, of course, the Connor killing. I remember myself, I called Dan Moss one time. I said the follow up Mr. Bar report because it go on the ground. May not go on the ground. If I don't go on the ground, maybe if I don't come up with all the facts, including names of people that were involved, because the facts are out, but unfortunately they are being suppressed. And I think to see if somebody don't go do investigation, it don't start for reports. If you give the final report, so people they know for say yes, this is it. But if you start for report, that you hang them, then I mean, there's some questions. Go begin unanswered. Then the government hold a land conference, the very first land conference in the country. So many land issues then they right now. So the government be don't do what they call a new land policy. So this new land policy now they try now for publicize or for popularize, so people don't know for say there's a policy now relating to land, and we hope for say this policy will soon turn to a law, because so many land issues and so many concerns about land ownership and land use and all of that, so many corruption, all of that, and this can only be addressed with this kind of policy where we hope for say will be a law soon. Then of course we know for say the toll road that we don't say now August where the council now go begin for take fees, but of course according to my information they not do it the 10 kilometers where they're supposed to do as prescribed by the arrangement, but that's the Chinese that don't go ahead already for install then toll gates them. And that's, this don't raise some issues, even though they don't reduce the fees. But the fact to say the Chinese don't add back 2 years instead of 25 years, now at 27 years, don't raise some serious concerns, especially when, we don't know how this will end at the end of the day. I'll be starting, let's just finish this issue where let to them, redundant workers them. Then they plan for stage a peaceful protest tomorrow for say they're not happy over the delay for let them get the money, because the court don't really the favor, the court don't even give advice as to how for generate the money for pay the workers them. But anytime when they go execute the court order, somebody they say, hey, wanna stay action.
Thank you. Okay, Anna.
Yeah, if you miss this program, you can listen to a repeat of them na the OGI website, we na www.ogi.gov.sl www.ogi.gov.sl. You can listen to a repeat of this program and also the Have Your Say in Governance program yesterday. And you where we not read the text message, you can also go na the website and read all the messages then, because we they upload all the messages then at the website for make you go able for access them. And finally, I go one for encourage people them for continue for call the OGI 644 with una comments them, una challenges them, una suggestions, because we can't talk about Sanaya. And I believe say this podium, the necessary authorities then go listen and then go take action over them. And finally, the OGP process, very soon we go there in the process for do the end of term self-assessment. And one of the things that we for do now the end of term self-assessments, we for do a consultation, we also for do the civil society and for do a parallel monitoring. And when they don't monitor, then carry their feedback. Based on that, we take them out to the public and say, now your government's not rich, and we able for develop, we meet some self-assessment reports and send them to the OGP support unit. So let we all put them together for make sure say the OGP na a reality, and with the gains we don't already make na the OGP inside we first action plan, we go continue and maintain them gains then day.
Thank you very much, Anna and Theo. Well, now so we go wrap up one for tell we listeners and plenty thank you, of course, all mine. So as usual, we know so get people we always can tell you so you can enjoy our program, especially with you in the blast, Anyway, thanks to you, of course, Justice Kawana, fervent listener, we get Chawad, Emil Momi, So you Aja Ramatuka K, good morning. Hope say you well and you okay. Well, my technical man, Sui Aja, the announcer on duty na Asatu Bankura. Well, so to go meet again and then must say the wishing a pleasant Sunday. Bye bye.